folks. I'm Tommy NC 2010, and welcome back to another awesome episode of the Super
Fun Time Show!
Oh yeah, what a rush. Hooga, hooga, hooga. You know what I'm saying? I feel good. But boop. You know, I wouldn't. So, guys, how's your week been? What have you guys been up to?
Well, just a hanging and a working and a hanging.
How you been doing, Justin?
I'm good, man, yeah.
Any weird things happened to you this morning?
Well, this week is actually my lady and I's 10-year anniversary.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So, involvement with that in our show, like, what exactly happened when the first thing when you woke up?
I thought that it was today.
You thought it was today?
Yeah.
And it wasn't?
No.
Damn.
But I panicked.
Yeah.
I panicked immediately.
Yeah.
Because I had you ever have the reminders and it's like tell you a day in advance?
Yeah.
So so it pops up and I'm like, sweet Jesus.
I didn't get her a gift.
No, it's not that. It was just that, like, you kind of got to be in the right mindset.
Yeah.
You know, like, it was like, I wasn't even thinking about that. I was thinking about work. I was thinking about this, you know. But, yeah, no, it's all good.
It's a full production, this show. It's a team effort. Like, it is a full topic of energy, ball and energy, just to put this show together. And we as a team here at the Super Fun Time Show, we do our best to put on a good show for you guys, and you know we just want to leave you guys with smiles and never leave you crying. But you know, sometimes occasionally we'll leave you crying with maybe a segment of something emotional and something deep. But the show will always be super fun or something entertaining to the viewers.
Well, I want to start off with Alex's "Yo, it's the legend. Good to see you. Doing well." So that's a shout out to you, Tommy.
You know, and I appreciate that. Thank you. I've never considered myself to be a legend, but
good, because I'm the legend killer.
Dude, this guy literally is a legend. And you don't know what he's a legend at, but he is a legend.
He's a legend at making smells that come through my way that you can't visibly see, and then I just have to, like, it seeps into my clothing.
It soaks in.
It soaks in. I do have some good news, guys, about this.
What's that?
So, slowly but surely, on all platforms, you slowly grow, right?
Yeah.
Well, we're on TikTok, and we just hit over 100 followers, and we've had it, right at less than 4 weeks.
Wow.
Yeah.
So, well, that's from everybody. So, but if you don't follow us, TikTok, that's the newest page, Instagram, Twitter X, and the Facebook at the Super Fun Time Show. If you don't know it's us, just look out for this guy.
Oh, yes. And as you notice right here, folks, right here officially is the GoldenEye Championship of the World. Brand new GoldenEye Championship.
Yeah.
It is brand spanking new. Saved up a lot of money for this thing. It is custom designed. If Justin will zoom in on this thing.
I don't know if I can. That's the best I can get right now.
Today, Justin.
Scoot it back if you need to.
Huh?
You can scoot it back. It's just too close. That's going to fall.
Oh, don't fall tonight for me, baby.
It's like the old WWF.
Yeah, that's what I was. That's what I was.
Back in
The Rock, back when The Rock, Stone Cold and Rock.
It's sick, man.
Yeah, it's nice.
You know, it's hard to believe that Stone Cold only wrestled for like a while in the Attitude Era, and that was because of an injury due from Owen Hart, and it was an accident. But what had happened was what?
Good.
He went in for a tombstone pile driver, and he slipped because they're sweaty and everything. He slipped out of Owen's hands, and when Owen came down with the tombstone pile driver, Stone Cold's head actually hit the mat, broke his neck right there in the ring, and leads to me my conspiracy that Vince McMahon had Owen Hart killed because he took out his biggest rising star, which Owen Hart was a rising star, but Vince seemed to cut that out. And
my thing is you hate Vince McMahon, but you like cosplays him all the time. So
I don't.
He's got like a love-hate
Yeah, you definitely do, because you always say, "You're fine."
And then he does the walk like him.
Which went
viral a couple years ago, by the way.
Yeah.
But I just want to say, I don't dislike the character on screen. I dislike the man behind the robe. It is basically, he's like the Phantom of the Opera. He does creepy things. He does weird things to people. For instance, a while back ago, this guy Otunga walked up to him and put his hand on his shoulder, and he freaked out about it. And immediately Otunga was suspended and then fired, but then rehired, and now is going over to third world countries for the WWE now, and it's just like.
He's going over to third world countries?
There's some charity the WWE has, they want to.
He sold his stock, right?
Yeah,
Vince sold all his stock.
Vince is now no longer part of TKO anymore. He's just kind of doing his own thing, and I think follow. Yes, most definitely follow. It's green, so there's.
It works out better.
Yeah, you can hide behind it, dude. Oh my God, we could put a green blanket over you, and no one would know you're here.
Dude, just ah.
Yeah. That's how we censor things. Yeah. Well, Tommy, have you ever been arrested?
No, but actually I did have an incident one time. I wasn't arrested.
You were blowing the air horn in downtown Asheville and you got the cops called on you?
Okay, well, at some point, whenever Justin can find that footage, we'll show it here on the show.
We were near you, bro. I was 10 feet away, and Justin was on the fountain or something, and you give his position up.
We had this segment called Officer Buzzkill, and I was supposed to be a buzzkill. I'm supposed to go you're doing that wrong. You shouldn't be reading that book in public, screaming at people I'm a buzzkill. Don't you dare.
First you went like this downtown, you went, hey, slow it down. If you're gonna wear a mask, wear it right.
That was funny, actually.
I wish,
The point was you're supposed to, tell everyone that they weren't supposed to be having fun.
This is the bullhorn that I had. That
was a funny skit, dude.
It was going to be good. We'll try it again sometime.
But if Justin, if you ever could find any of that footage, we could, put little clips, little cut-up clips we can show here on the show.
All right.
That's
a good idea.
But it just never left the editing floor because
you guys put in the comments if you want to see the footage from that, and I'll dig it up if they want me to do it. I'll do it.
Okay. Normally, what I used to do back in the day is put one in the chat if you want to see raw footage of Officer Buzzkill. Okay, put one in the chat if you want to see Officer Buzzkill, raw footage of Officer Buzzkill. We'll get 3 clips. What do you think? Would that be good for you, Justin? 3 clips, or
I'll cut something up.
You just gotta look at the footage and see what he can work with.
Yeah, I'll cut something up.
And we'll just to show you what this thing would look like, honestly. And there was a video we did on the street. It was me and Justin have done a lot of videos in the past, but sometimes our schedules are rigorous and busy, and we both have different things. But we did a segment where I dressed up as Batman, and I went around asking people, what do you think of Batman? Do you like Batman? Are you going to go see my movie?
That was what it was. Are you going to go see my movie?
Are you going to go see my movie? I just kept asking people this, just going around asking people.
It was funny as heck.
It was so many great opinions. There was so many, wasn't there one that was she's like, I'm not going to answer your question or something like that, or go away, I don't want to answer your question.
Oh, yeah, one of those.
I think it's interesting if we come up to you, it's just you don't have to be rude. You're like, no, I'm sorry, I don't want to, you don't have to be rude about it. Honestly, sometimes I think if you do something a certain way, you shouldn't be hateful. Just be nice, Be
nice, people.
Be nice, be kind. Be kind, rewind. As they say at Blockbuster, and doesn't exist anymore, except for, over
There's only one.
Yeah, there's only
one left.
If I had the money, I would love to go over to that Blockbuster.
Dude, I wish I could collect all the sayings that start off with Tommy, if I had the money.
Yeah.
I honestly asked myself if I woke up tomorrow and I had like a 7-figure bank account, and I had limited money, what would be the first thing I would do in the morning? Like I wouldn't have to go to work.
Get a Tommy burger and then decide what you want to do.
So okay, funny thing about the Tommy burger, I was walking.
I thought we were telling the story about how you got arrested.
I didn't get arrested, but
that's rambling Joe Biden. Yeah. Come on, man.
Hush it,
Come on, man.
Come on, man.
I am not Joe Biden. You need to hush it.
I start here, then we go here.
Just do it. Tell us that story. Talk
about
that.
Okay. I had come back from a friend's house because I wanted a candy bar. I wanted something sweet, and I was.
What time?
It was like late at night, dark, like it is right now, like. And I was walking down Blue Ridge, and I get to the gas station, I get my candy bar, I eat my candy bar, and I walk back. I'm on the other side of the road near the Great Church over here. Yep. You know where I'm talking about. And I hear, "Excuse me, sir." I'm like, "What?" I look over, and it's a black mountain police officer. And I'm like, "Oh, what's up, man?" He's like, "Come over here for a second." And he pulls off, and there's this like abandoned house, brick house on the side of the road, and I said, okay, I look both ways. I walk over. He's like, "Son, what are you doing out here this time of night?" And I said, "I was just out for a walk." He's like, "Son, you're wearing all black."
And you was wearing that big, tall trench coat.
I had this big, tall trench coat, which I gave to my friend Dan Zero. He has it now, I think. And but he's like, "What are you doing out this time of night?" I'm like, "Just walking." I went to get me a candy bar at the gas station. And this moment, he's like, "You have any drugs on you, son?" "No." "Do you have any?" And then he starts asking me
he didn't know who you was.
No, at the time, I wasn't really knowing Black Mountain at that point. Okay. So I was like, yeah, he starts asking me, "Son, do you have any dope on you?" "No." "Do you have any dope on you?" "No." Just keeps asking me this question, just asking me who I was. I told him who I was. And he's like, "Can you empty your pockets for me, son?" And I'm like, "Sure."
I think this next part.
So I start, like, sometimes I'm the kind of person that just takes stuff and puts in his pocket because sometimes I'm not around a trash can, wrappers and different random things. I just stick it in my pocket, and I just start pulling. At this point I had like ganged a bunch of trash in my pocket. And I just gobs and goes like, "Son, why do you have this much trash in your pockets for exactly?" And I'm like, "In wrappers." I said, "Sir, sometimes I collect, I don't mean to, but I collect some trash sometimes in my pocket." It just builds up, and I don't have a trash can near me, and it's just on me. He's like, "Son, you need to throw this stuff out." And I said, "I understand, sir. I'm sorry, officer." And the next thing he asks me, which will blow your mind, I've probably told this over the years on my channel, but this is fresh, the Super Fun Time Show. He says to me, "Son, do you have any condoms on you?" And I'm like, "What?" And he's like, "Do you have any condoms on you, son?" And I'm like, "No." "No, sir, I don't have any condoms on me." "Why?" He's like, "Just asking." But,
It's so weird, dude. Dude, every time I hear it, it's like he wanted to tease you, but it came out, and he was probably immediately like, "Oh, that's good."
I would like to get the body cam footage. When was it? How long?
It was a while back ago.
10 years? No, probably close to 10 years.
Yeah, but it was taken care of. It was by certain forces. I had some connections, and it was taken care of and stripping off my record because
it wasn't on your record. You didn't get charged.
But
so was you looking like, how in the movie Jeepers Creepers when he walks, he's wearing a big trench coat?
Yeah.
Was you wearing a hat too? So he probably thought you were like Jeepers Creepers walking down the road.
No, I didn't have a hat. I don't think I had a hat at that point. I was just wearing a trench coat.
Did he ask about lube?
No. Not really, no.
Not really?
Not really or no?
No.
Somebody asked, "Tommy, would you do YouTube boxing? And if so, who?"
If I could YouTube box anybody, I wouldn't YouTube box them. I would YouTube wrestle them. It would honest to God, just to beat the snot out of him and send him back to his mama crying, Jake Paul.
I called it.
I would love to take a steel chair to that boy's face and just straighten him out, and then take his stupid brother, which is ruining the WWE right now, and just bash his face in with a steel chair.
I honestly hope that we somehow get enough clout to where he keeps talking shit, and one day we're sitting here, we just hear, and it's fucking dude ready to kick his ass.
Oh, I would let him whoop your. I would let him whoop your ass,
dude. If he was,
I don't know what I would do because I wouldn't know if it was real or not.
I would
for the
film.
longest.
Dude, if he opened the door and he wanted to get froggy with me, I would freaking just jump in on him, just start wailing on him.
Do you realize he is a professional boxer? You know how long he can fight for?
For a long period of time, but if I lay on top of him, he's probably going to give up pretty quickly. It doesn't matter how long you punch. If I lay on top of you, you're not going to want to...
Here's what I see. I see Jake giving you the 1-2, knocking you out, but you still fall on top of him, knocked out. And you bit it
It's a double. 100%.
Oh, goodness.
No, 150%.
Honestly, I see it me, like, clobbering the crap out of him and then laying on top of him, and then me just one.
So if you want to call him out, call him out.
You want a piece of me, Jake? I want a piece of you, and I want to straighten your nasty ass out. You're irrelevant. I think you're irrelevant. I think you're garbage. Honestly, I think people. I just don't understand how people like you. I don't even know why people like your brother. You and your brother both are garbage to me, honestly. I never accepted the apology that Logan gave. I never accept anything that you say. Any of your content is garbage to me, honestly, Jake and Logan.
Let me tell you, does this fire you up, Tommy? That Logan Paul destroyed Rey Mysterio, and now Rey has to have knee surgery, and he possibly ended his career. Does that piss you off that Logan is the new champion and running?
Yes. You know what's ridiculous?
Oh,
what?
You know what really fires me up?
No, tell us.
Wait.
Hold on.
There's something that fires you up, Tom?
Yes.
What is that? This is so fun. I don't know if it's happening or not. What's happening right now? Tommy's fired up?
Yes.
What's the thing?
I don't know.
All right, what fires you up?
The fact that Logan Paul is in the WWE right now, and now Rey Mysterio is injured because of Logan Paul, but technically also Logan Paul kind of saved him, but still, you're a cuck, man. You are one of the most ridiculous things, and you're trying to pawn the United States Championship?
And he took a picture naked in it.
That is ridiculous. What the heck? You're taking a shower with that championship? Like what? The other people have to wear that championship, dude. No one wants your dangle juices on that belt. What the heck, man? You are the worst thing that has ever come to YouTube, and you just need to go away. My goodness, this burns me up. Ah!
Say, are you mad because your daddy beat you?
Are you mad because your daddy honestly? Because I think you are. I mean, I had issues with my father too, but I got over it, honestly. Like, me and him went back and forth, screaming matches and stuff like that. But, you know where my father is? He lives in Florida. In a monument. He's cremated. He's in heaven now. And I forgive him for half of the stuff I forgive him for kicking a trash can in my face and saying it was my fault that my mom left, because we were just, every single time we were just screaming and yelling because he had different opinions of me.
Bro, what?
So Jake wants to act like a little baby.
No, wait.
No, get into it, Tommy.
Yeah.
It's all right.
Channel that rage.
Me and my father had a lot of arguments over the years, and he was mad at me for eating in my room. I just wanted to eat in my room, and at one point he took a trash can and kicked it at me, and there was glass inside of it. and it scattered all the way around my room. We kept screaming at each other, but the thing is, I forgive him for it. I forgive him for that time he didn't have a job, like he was out of work, but he was just looking to get back into real estate, and I forgive him for it. He did his best, and at some point here on the show, I would like either Justin or Tyler to read his letter the last thing he said to me in written word here on the Super Fun Time show, and just let you hear what he had to say, and that really got to me. Like, it was really my father. I know this is not super fun, but it's just my father just knew how to word things. He just knew how to say things. He knew how to handle a room. If he spoke in a room, everybody stopped and they listened to him. Like, if my father was a manager in the WWE, which my father was never a wrestling fan. Like, he never got into wrestling with me. Like, he watched wrestling occasionally with me, but he wasn't like a big fan of wrestling. And, but he supported me no matter what, and just did what he could with me. And, it wasn't easy for him to have an autistic son, If you watch the documentary 28 Years Later, which I recommend you watching that if you haven't seen it, but there's a beautiful message that my father says when they asked to adopt me. You see, I'm Baptist. I was baptized as a child, and I went to church every Sunday, just a normal church-going family. My mother and father sat around my brother's bed and prayed to God and asked him, God, we have this child already, and he makes us so happy. Should we bring this child that has so many issues into our lives and raise him? And he said at that point, he said that God spoke to him and said, yes, love and care for him. Raise him up. And at that point, my mother and father made a choice. And, now you know the rest of the story. Oh, shout out to Paul Harvey. That's one of his quotes. The only reason I know of Paul Harvey was because when I was a kid, I used to listen to Paul Harvey in the afternoons with my mom or in the morning. And also Rush Limbaugh. I was a big Limbaugh fan, but I didn't know if I was actually a Limbaugh fan. But, yeah. But, he left a big hole in my heart when he died, when he left. And it's been hard, but every day I get up and I know he's in his place and I'm in my place. And it hurts, but I just go on with my life and I do what I have to do. And I know I have, Thanksgiving is coming up. And
are you attempting a transition?
Trying to.
I was wondering how you were going to get out of that passion.
I was going to say this. So you should pretty much end it saying, you miss your father, correct?
I do.
And Jake Paul sitting there bitching and complaining about his father who's still alive.
That
he still talks to, but he's complaining about him.
Appreciate it, bud.
Right, brother?
Yeah. And Jake and Logan, one thing is, you should be grateful that your father is still alive, because I can't hug my father. I can't see my father anymore. Yes, I have.
But yeah, they're bitching about him on a documentary.
But you complain about him in a documentary, which I've never watched, and I probably won't watch because anything you guys make is garbage. And honestly, I'm more of a David Dobrik fan, honestly.
Oh, okay.
Dobrik is the man, even though he's made some mistakes. He has some issues, apparently. I'm more of a David Dobrik fan. I wish he would come back and make vlogs so I don't have to see your trash faces in the media. And just like... I wish Keemstar would stop sucking on your dangles and stop trying to push your stuff out there in the media so much. But, no hate to Keemstar. Even though I sent him a Christmas gift a while back ago, he thought I sent a bomb to him. And, like, blocked me on Twitter back in the day because he got what he wanted out of me. You know what really fires me up?
Oh.
When a big YouTuber comes to you and tries to act like he's your buddy, and then like, oh, Tommy, what can you tell me about Ethan Klein? I hate Ethan Klein so much. Oh, Keemstar, I have a video of Ethan Klein I could give you of him making a promise to me, which letting me down. He uses the video, and then basically, because I was talking to him too much and just being a normal person with him, that aggravated him so much that he blocked me in the DMs. And then he muted me on Twitter because he got what he wanted out of me. We know who you are, Keemstar. You're a user. You use people, and then you cast them away. That's what you do, Keemstar.
Can you say it in Trump's voice?
You're a user. And I know you're a Trump. Here's the thing. We all know Keemstar is a Trump supporter. He's been the biggest Trump supporter. Yes, I don't like what he does, but he is a decent guy. I've met him. He's got a weird beard. He does look like Saddam Hussein. But, you know, it's just, he's put pies and ice cream in the faces of children. But, you know, it is what it is. You know, it's just like, he's wrong. He's terrible.
Take a breather, man. You went like 10 minutes straight.
Sorry.
No. You're good. You made it. I'm just saying. Like, you just, there you go. Relax a little bit, brother. You good?
Yeah,
That's a lot of stuff. Good stuff. Up 3 times.
I'm giving him a shout out.
Yeah.
I'm letting him get some credit here.
Yeah, dude, that was fired up with top 18 2010. It happens. Sometimes one time a show, sometimes 3 times. Who knows?
You never know.
That was good. It was good.
I'll just say this. A little bit ago, here's a funny story I have here. When all this stuff happened this morning with the show, I was talking with Justin, and I'm on the phone with him, and I'm walking downstairs, and I said, oh, I see a note. And he's like, well, Justin's like, well, just text me the note, and I'll read it for you, man. I texted the note, and it says, free couch, we'd like to get rid of our couch. So I said, you know, maybe I'll go up there, maybe I'll go by there and check on it. Tyler comes over, and I said, there's this couch they want to get rid of, Tyler, and I want to take a look at it and see if it's any good. It's a nice couch. It's a 3-seater, white couch, and I was like, I don't know. I'm like, my apartment is just like, it's nice, you know, like I call my apartment controlled insanity. I know where everything is, but I call it controlled insanity. That's what Some people call it a, you know, they think it's disgusting and like, but I call it controlled insanity, honestly.
I think that's a good name for it. That's actually spot on.
Yeah, and but we eventually got this couch. Like, it was lucky that I live like on 3 floors. Like I'm on the 3rd floor in my building, so luckily they were on like the second floor. So we didn't have that far to get the couch up. And like we got the couch out, trying to get a 3-seater couch into a narrow apartment door. The door is the hardest part, but because I've gotten so many couches in this apartment, I had a futon, I've had another 3-seater couch that my friend Crystal gave me. I've gone through so many couches that it's insane. Like, and now I have like this big comfortable chair, a recliner, a brown recliner, and now this big white couch.
Yep.
That looks like something like this couch looks like it's like at least a $400 couch, and it's sitting in my apartment. And you know how much I paid for it? For free. Honestly. Have you ever had that situation happening for you, Justin? Gotten free furniture?
I've gotten a lot of free furniture over my lifespan.
Now, question for you. Now, do you like watch, like, do you get any couches been rained on? Do you avoid those couches, or do you try to dampen the couch and like still take it?
No, if it gets rained on, usually that's enough for me. Unless I catch it like right, you know,
So explain why you asked him that question.
No, it's just a curious question. Like, 'cause some people will go to the ends of the earth to want to get a free couch or free furniture, and they'll just sit there with their, their hair dryers and try to dry stuff and fix things up. And some people just do what they can to wrap a buck, to make sure they don't have to spend a buck.
True. Well, you got lucky because this couch that you got today is actually very
It's a nice couch.
It's nice. There's no stains.
It's been inside.
Yes.
No smoke, no animals. It doesn't seem.
No
like.
rain.
Nope. And the people are clean. They don't have bed bugs.
Very nice people.
They just recently moved in, and they're nice. They're really nice people.
Their apartment I would define as just controlled.
Controlled, yeah, compared to mine. But it's funny. Every apartment in my building is all the same. It's all designed the same. 2 bedrooms, a bathroom, and a kitchen.
Yeah, that's what most apartment buildings are like that. It's just like yours is set this way, but on the other side it's the same. It's just flip flopped.
Yep, mirrored.
Yeah.
But honestly, we used to take a lot of free couches all the time, and we would take like any couch and then just sit on it, take it out like to the woods, build a fire around it, sit on it for that night, and then by the end of the night burn it.
Damn.
Yeah, it was always fun as hell.
That's a big fire.
Oh yeah, dude. It'd be like pallets, dude.
Furniture's dry and everything.
Dude, there's crazy guys. There's guys that would like build little kickers. Sometimes we would do it sometimes we do fires at this one dude's house who had a tabletop, or I guess it was actually a gap for dirt bikes. Yep. I think it was like a 20-foot gap, and we'd build an enormous fire in the middle, and they would just shoot it while the fire was all hanging out.
Well, what's up?
Do you think we should try to call someone here on the show real quickly?
Who's that?
I want it to be a surprise, but I'm gonna call this person. Okay.
Okay. We do have people talking in the chat. You can go ahead and call them.
Okay.
We don't know if they're gonna answer. I just want to know something.
What's that?
Do you feel like U Hollywood is building a presence?
Oh, U Hollywood is a presence. Us doing this show, making content, that's U Hollywood. U Hollywood is the idea of not being in California and being independent and just making videos.
So I'm new. I don't really know exactly what that is. Can you explain it?
U Hollywood is exactly what it is. It is Hollywood at an extent where it's low budget and you are a part of something bigger, but you are your own celebrity. You're a U Hollywooder.
They just don't have a massive budget like the other.
Yeah, you don't have a massive budget, but you still manage to stand out. And this dude, I was walking to work this morning, and this dude said to me, I said, "How you doing there?" And I didn't know who he was. He's like, "Doing good. I'm just existing." And I said, "Man, I just want to say you need to stay positive. And, the thing is, if you want to do more than exist, then reach out of your bubble. You are a bubble, but you want to be more than a bubble. So wrap yourself around a social media and maybe develop a character and become something. Stretch out. That's what I've done for so many years, is I stretched myself out in the world and I just expressed myself to people through their phones, their TVs, anywhere.
Tablets, everything.
That's what I've done over so many.
Speaking of that, you've stretched out so much that you have people who want to call in. All right, we got a person here. Do you want to let that one call? Because we have a caller from the live chat who wants to talk.
Sure, as long as who is it?
I don't know. The dude.
Dude.
We'll take care of it if it's.
Yeah.
Well, everyone knows the rules.
It's not gonna last forever, so we'll see.
Yeah. Everyone knows the rules.
We got a caller on line 1, and got a caller waiting on line 2.
Get off your phone now.
Oh.
But it looks like we're having a little bit of trouble with our stream at the moment.
A little technical difficulty. Still looks good on my part. I love the green screen pillow.
Yeah, it's fucking sweet. Alright, everybody, really quick, go, if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. I know what happened now. Tommy, sing him a song real quick.
Let's I think.
Bad boys.
I'm the milkman, and I'm coming for your wife. I'm the milkman. I'm strolling down your block. I'm the milkman, and I'm filling those cartons from those cows, capping them off because I give it to your wife because I know she likes to swallow. I'm the milkman. I'm coming for your wife. I'm the milkman. Spending those dollars coming down the block. I'm the milkman, and I'm coming for your wife.
Hey, if you're a caller, we actually call you. So if you're calling me right now, it's a mistake. We're not ready for you, or else we would have called you. Tommy's the nice one. I'm not. Alright. We want to make sure you have ample time on the stream. We're waiting to get our quality back. It is back. Alright, everybody. Here we go.
And here we go. Oh, I like that thing. I just seen it. While you're waiting, follow us on TikTok, Twitter.
Which side do I put it towards? This one?
Facebook. Yeah.
Hello.
Hello?
You're on the line.
What's up, man? Welcome to the Super Fun Time Show.
What's up, Tommy? Been a Tommy head since 2014, I think.
Awesome, man. I think that was like one of the days I used to follow Chris Perillo. I was a fan of Chris Perillo, which I still am.
Tommy, I want to bring back an old segment. I want to bring back one question, one impression. Can we do that?
Sure. Yeah, like what's your question? What's your question?
My question is, are you still ever in contact with the bait and switch guys, Judd and Chris?
I've spoken to Judd, but Chris I have not spoken to in a while. Occasionally me and Judd talk on Facebook every once in a while or video chat, but no, I have not spoken to Chris in a while.
I guess one more question. Do you ever talk to Cool Duder or Wet Movie anymore?
Yeah, occasionally I talk to Cool Duder. I've talked to him a little bit, but I talk to Brendan and also the Fluffy Gamer occasionally. They were good friends.
You should try to get into one of those movies that Cool Duder makes now. I know he does GoFundMe stuff for his movies. If you donate money,
well, if he wants to pay to fly me out there and be in one of his movies, I'll do it. But I don't have a lot of money laying around, and I don't travel a lot anymore. So if he ever wants to pay to fly me out there, I'll do the movie for free if he flies me out there and gets me a hotel room. Like I'll do that for my payment.
Yeah.
One impression. Can you do an impression, a blast from the past, an impression of Sam Rasmus?
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. It's been a while. I haven't a while back ago I sent a friend request to him, and then basically he kind of just like no-sold me, and I don't know, I kept saying my friend request, and then he took away my ability to friend him. I don't know what he did. I don't know what exactly you do on Facebook when you do that. But he didn't block me, but he just stopped me from trying to send me a friend request. What is that exactly when you do that?
It's just some settings.
How about an impression of Di Quentin?
What?
An impression of Quentin.
Oh, God. Hey, Tommy. Hey, Tommy. Hey, Tommy. Can I ask you a ridiculous question? Hey, Tommy. Hey, Tommy. Hey, Tommy. I would like to say this to you. Hey, Tommy. Hey, Tommy. Let me tell you something, Quentin. I'm gonna come in there and I'm gonna give you the people's elbow, and I'm gonna. No, wait a minute. That's I'm taking the wrong person. I'm gonna go from here. I'm gonna go from there, and I'm gonna be at my beach shop in Miami and Clearwater, Florida, and I'm coming all the way to California. Because let me tell you something, brother. I'm going to destroy Quentin. Because that's just a bottom line. And I'm Hulk Hogan. And I'm going to run wild on you.
Tommy, I know you guys have kind of a love-hate relationship, but I think you have great content when you and Quentin interact. What would you think of doing a frenemy? I know you're a big fan of Trisha Paytas. What would you think about doing a frenemy-style podcast with you and Quentin?
I would have to have a big sponsor behind that to pay me a lot of money just to sit in a room with that man. honestly.
Or just do it like over Zoom. I think that would be hilarious.
So like I said,
He
I'd
can
have
come on our podcast all he wants. There's no way we're giving that kid the reins to shit.
Yeah.
Hey, he should be the number 4 host on this show.
Oh boy.
He's the person. He's the person we go to and we know we want to listen to him go for like 5 minutes. Just sounded like he's beating off, waiting to fucking get in Tommy's goose.
He always knows when we're about to hang up too. He always knows.
It's like he comes right before, and that's what he's waiting for. He's edging the entire time.
Yeah.
Tommy, what about Adam number 2? Do you talk to him anymore?
No, I haven't.
Can I ask a question?
Sure.
What's up with everybody that just wants to know if you talk to other people? It's the craziest community I've ever known. Like, like everyone's like, hey, you talk to that guy?
Tommy had a great community of characters back in the day, and then, he blew up so big, and we were all a real tight-knit community, and then so that a lot of the regulars kind of got lost in the shuffle, which is understandable.
I didn't leave anybody behind. They just kind of did their own thing. I know you didn't leave anyone behind. When you get 100 subs, it's hard to keep up with everyone that you used to keep up with. But so just wondering now that it's easier to get in touch with Tommy. I just wondered if you talked to any of the old school. I hit up people here and there. I check in with people and see how people are doing. Every once in a while I'll send him a fart clip, and he's like, "Man, it sounds like you need to change your diet."
There you go. And I know you still talk to the Second Cam Gamer from time to time.
Yes, I do occasionally.
Yeah. And that other guy that you talk to, I'm not a big fan of, but Sega's cool.
Yeah.
And all the old school MCs and Tommy heads are all cool.
So I have a question for you. What is your favorite Thanksgiving food? It's Thanksgiving. What's your favorite Thanksgiving food?
I like the stuffing. I'm a stuffing man.
Buddy, turn down your notifications, bro.
I'm sorry. It's just so popular. I'm a stuffing man.
You like being stuffed by men?
That's not what I said, Justin.
What did he say?
I said I like stuffing.
Oh, that makes way more sense.
My favorite Thanksgiving food was.
Nice, dude.
That's underrated, man.
Sausage in it or no?
What's that?
Sausage in the stuffing, though, for real?
Well, of course.
Yeah.
Decent. So you're the dude, am I right?
That's right, Tommy.
The dude.
Big Tommy.
What's up? What were you saying?
I said I'm a big Tommy head ever since the Vlogger Fair video days.
Ah, yes, the old Vlogger Fair days. I appreciate that. So is there anything else you want to ask before we let you off here, man?
That was it, Tommy. Just want to give a big shout out to Tommy, the Tommy heads. Big shout out to Russ. I know we were talking about Russ earlier. He was a great man. Big shout out to Russ and D. Shout out to all the old school Tommy heads, the old ladies, Judd and Chris and Raz. Shout out to the Mockingbird. Shout out to Quentin. Shout out to all those guys.
Well, you have a nice day, dude.
You too, Tommy. Talk to you later.
Interesting.
Sweet.
So let me give out. Here's the phone back.
All right. So that's how it works, everybody. I explained it in the chat while he does this, but you can follow us on Instagram or follow us on Facebook.
At the Super Fun Time Show.
I got links to both of those, and then I'll also put the link to our X profile.
Hey, Ken, how you doing, buddy?
What's up, Tommy?
Not much. You're here on the Super Fun Time Show, man. How you doing, buddy?
I gotta say, it's good to hear that you lightened up over the years, Tommy, because I remember back on your channel when you were doing streams where you didn't want people to even make dick jokes. Am I right or am I wrong?
Friends with us.
Am I right or am I wrong? That's why I'm like, you know what? Maybe these guys are a good influence on fucking Tommy over here because he's letting people curse now. He's saying, I'm loving it, bro. It's about time you lightened up a little bit with all that,
Oh, yeah. I told him there's no way we can do it. I was like, there's no way anybody can know the true Tommy if they don't hear him yell fuck once or twice.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Because the real Tommy is a raunchy bastard who loves to have fun. And sometimes I feel like on his channel, he has to take this persona of wholesome church Tommy.
And that
what I mean?
That is a huge part of Tommy.
It is. But
they're going to bring me to Jesus all the time, Ken.
Well, I mean, listen, he's I guess both at the same time because he could definitely get down and dirty. There's no doubt about it, and he could gym locker room talk with anybody, and he doesn't always do that on his streams. You know what I mean? Yeah. So when I was listening to you guys, I'm like, wow, look at Tommy lightening up a little bit. Because normally back in the day, Tommy would be like, shut the fuck, I'm gonna get the show. And he'd go fucking ape shit. And he'd kick like fucking 10 of these guys off that he just mentioned in the last segment over there.
Yeah.
And he'd be pissed off and fucking blow his top because somebody might have said a cock joke or, joked about pussy or, right, Tommy? Come on, you gotta give me, come on, right or wrong.
Yes, I was trying to run a pretty civil show when I was doing Tommy Talks.
But listen, that was years ago. You're a much older Tommy now. You're a different Tommy now, right? You've been through a lot more shit in your life. So it's time you graduate to the next level, man. I've been telling you that since how many years now?
For a while now.
Yeah, like open yourself up, bro. Because like sometimes back in the day, and I'm glad to see it. You know what I mean? Back in the day, you didn't want to hear that shit. You would be like, no cursing, try not to curse that much, all that shit. But it's good to see you guys having fun and you're laughing and enjoying yourself,
Oh, hell yeah. No, it's awesome. But I will tell you a funny story that is one of my favorite combo situations of knowing Tommy. We were at breakfast at the breakfast shop, and we're sitting there chilling, and I'm telling a story, and I dropped an F-bomb or something, and he stops me and he stops me really nicely, and he's like, hey, like, if you can just try not to swear or be loud or anything, we're in a public place. And then, like, 3 days later, we get absolutely hounded by this Karen who got us kicked out of a restaurant because, Tommy, what were the words you said?
I was being inappropriate.
And that was coming from a guy who stood in the middle of Times Square screaming out, Hollywood wants you to be, Hollywood for me. Remember that whole speech you did?
Yes, I did.
Come on, man. Lighten up a little bit. But, I just wanted to say what's up. I didn't know you were live when I first sent you a message, but then I figured you were because you didn't get back to me. But
yeah, I was going to send you, but I was really focused here on the show, so I figured, I'm glad you called. I was getting ready to call you and make you as a surprise guest on the show.
Oh, yeah, I thought you did call.
Oh.
I was calling you.
Yeah, he was calling you, actually.
Yeah, but I just had to call in to tell you that because I was like, wow, the last episode I watched, it wasn't like the first 2 episodes that I watched were the first 2. And, there wasn't much cursing and shit going on, but you guys seemed to all lightened up a little bit, and settled in and, having fun because that's what it's all about, Tommy. You're laughing, you're having fun, you're not stressing out. It's a good thing.
Yeah.
Totally. It's fantastic. We have a great time.
Yeah, we do. We love doing this show, and it's very fun, Ken, and we like having here on the show with us. And what is your favorite Thanksgiving food, Ken?
A bubble.
What?
What?
What's your favorite Thanksgiving food?
Oh, I was just saying before we were all in bubbles.
Yeah, we're on our individual bubble. Like we all have our individual bubbles.
Because somebody hit me up and said, "Hey, tell Tommy we're all in a bubble." So I don't know. I guess they're referring to that, but I guess all of it.
All of it?
Yeah, like the whole fucking, all that's because, on Thanksgiving, it's like you're giving thanks for like 500 different things at once. It's like it's an overload. Most of the time when you're making a meal at home, it's like 2 or 3 things at the most at once.
Oh,
you know, Thanksgiving is like 50 fucking different things on your plate. You know, you're like, the fuck you want me to do with this? And then if you're an Italian family, they just keep fucking feeding you and feeding you.
Yeah. Dude, last Thanksgiving, my family's half Italian, and my brother just married into a very, very Italian family. And during our last Thanksgiving, we ate. I think we had breakfast. Then we had a charcuterie. Then we had lunch. Then we had a bunch of clams.
Oh God.
That were like all crazily done. Then we had dinner, and I don't even like. I think I blacked out from calorie intake.
Dude, trust me, I know how to eat. All right, I could definitely say I went to a place that last weekend that I was watching online, and I always wanted to go to. And Filthy Mouth Gamer, who's on my streams, kept telling me about this place. He's told me about this place on air. He's told me about this place like privately, and he's like, you got to go to this place one day. And I'm like, where is it? And he's like, it's all the way out in fucking Rhode Island. And I live on Long Island, so Rhode Island is like a 4-hour drive for me. And I was like, yeah, we'll get to it, but we never did. So finally, last weekend, he told me about a couple of months ago that he was going to go there, and I was like, fuck it, let's go. So we all went to this place, and it's called the Nordic, and it's all-you-could-eat lobster. And, dude, Filthy Mouth Gamer had 5 lobsters, bro, before we even fucking was.
Jeez, that got you put away.
I swear to you. It's insane, man. The place, look up the place when you guys get a chance, the Nordic. It's the sickest. It's $130 a person, which I was like, holy shit. But it's like,
Rhode Island?
It's in Rhode. No, I think it's in Rhode Island. Yeah, it's in Rhode Island, and it's called the Nordic, and it's been there for a while. But it's known for like its overabundance of food. That's what made me think about it because of Thanksgiving, and it's like all you can eat. Crab legs, king crab legs, all you can eat crabs, all you can eat steak, all you can eat filet mignon, all you can eat fucking everything. I mean, you can think of.
I literally have the video from their website playing in the background. It's just making me so hungry, dude.
This place is crazy, man. I've never seen anything like it. It's like there's people starving in this world, and I'm like, what the fuck? There was like,
but it was like 5th lobster.
Dude, there was like, I'm not even joking, like 300, like, probably broiled lobsters sitting there just waiting for people to run up to them and just swipe them.
Dude, that's insane.
People were running up and taking like 3 lobsters at a time. I'm like, what the fuck, man? It was king crab legs in this big fucking vat. People were just running up and taking pounds of it.
Dude, I'm telling you this, though. That's the beauty of being on the coast. Like, I never really want seafood. People are like, you want to go to the seafood? I'm like, I live in the mountains. Yeah. No, I don't really want seafood. You can give me some trout, but I'm not going. I don't really.
Yeah, Tommy told me about that. They have Rocky Mountain oysters over there.
Yeah, they do.
When I see food, I eat it, but I do not eat seafood.
It's like we go to a seafood restaurant. Tommy's like, let me get some chicken tenders.
Yeah, right.
Totally.
They're like, you get a kid menu. You motherfucker, you get kid menu. Go to a sushi place, this guy's ordering chicken fingers. Like, what the fuck, bro?
Dude, I'm telling you this though. You should get a sponsorship from the Nordic because when I had that video playing and you were describing it, it was insane. You were like,
yeah, right.
And it was coming up on screen while you were saying it.
Yeah.
It was nuts.
I could be like, you're right. I should do that. I could be like, and also at the Nordic, going outside and pet our animals. We have a whole farm. We have an entire fucking farm surrounding our restaurant. Does your restaurant have that? It's $130 fucking per person. All you can eat lobster. And there was about 95% black people there that night, but it's okay.
It's insane. Dude, you don't even understand. Literally, when you said that there was a black person on the street, I don't know how you're doing this because I know there's a delay.
Yeah.
But you should probably cut all of this and go get yourself a sponsorship, dude, because you're killing it.
Yeah, well, dude, that's how it is, because when I watched that video and I knew I was going there, I popped the video on, because I heard Filthy tell me about this about 1,000,000 times, and I'm always like, yeah, whatever, all you can eat lobster, yeah, whatever. And I thought that doesn't exist. I don't know. I've never heard of a place that it's all you can eat everything that exists, you know, like, so, but, man, once I knew I was going, and he was telling me, he was describing it, and he was like, Ken, I'm telling you, I had about fucking 5 lobsters the first hour, because you're only allowed 2 hours. And then you got to get the fuck out of the. Then you got to get the fuck out of the Nordic after 2 hours of eating your fucking ass off. Tommy, you would rip through the Nordic. You would go in there and they'd be like, "Get this guy a fucking vat, a fucking vat." Tommy, I don't care. Even if you don't like lobster and seafood, they had fucking filet mignon. They had steak. They had all kinds of shit, dude. It's insane. It really is.
They would limit Tommy to 1 hour.
Yeah, well, Tommy walked in. They go, "You getting a half hour, bro? That's all you'll get."
Can I know you live in New York and stuff like that, but here's a question I have for you. Half of the stuff that was in the movie The Irishman, was half of that true real? Was that true?
A lot of it's bullshit, bro. Like the fact that certain people were killed is real. Okay? The fact that the way that they were killed somewhat is real, but not the people who killed them, and some of the circumstances behind it are totally fucking just cockeyed.
So you're saying Jimmy Hoffa was never shot in the back of the head?
I'm saying there's only probably about 4 or 5 people who really know what really happened to Jimmy Hoffa. Okay, ever since I was a little kid, all I ever heard about was, "Oh, Jimmy Hoffa is buried in the fucking Giants end zone, in fucking the stadium, Giant Stadium. He's buried in the end zone," and we heard that for years as kids. Oh, and we always laughed about it and thought, "Oh man, if they ever knock that building down, they're gonna find fucking Jimmy Hoffa in it," because they thought he was poured into the cement of Giant Stadium when they were making Giant Stadium, because they couldn't find it. That was one of the theories of what happened to him. There's been a million theories of what happened to him, bro. But the bottom line is, no one ever found him. So obviously, if you do the math and you put 2 and 2 together, and no one's ever found this guy's body or any existence of him, and quite frankly, there's like several different stories of what really happened that day. And the one that you see in that movie is probably the 10th story on the list believable, because there's a million other stories that tell probably a clearer picture of what happened to him than what they told in that story. So it's fun to watch, but it's a bunch of bullshit. There's no way that guy fucking had something to do with the Kennedy assassination and the fucking Jimmy Hoffa assassination and the Joey Gallo assassination. And come on, that would be a mafia hitman fucking all-star legend. That would be like the fucking Emmett Smith of fucking the mafia. Okay, it would be like an astronomical feat that one guy was involved with all 3 of those hits. Come on.
Hey, did you say Joey Gallo?
Yeah.
Isn't that the name that my cousin Vinny tried to use as a lawyer, and then he had to change it to Callo?
I'm not sure.
I'm pretty sure the judge comes back and says, "Jimmy Gallo's dead. It was in the paper."
Yeah, well, it might have been. It might have been part of it. But yeah, Joey Gallo was part of that movie, and he was killed at Umberto's Clam House, which I've been to a million times, and I tried to take Tommy to, but it was in the city, and he wanted to go to New York City during Fag Day. But we couldn't go. If we would have went to the city that day, Tommy would have been sucking someone's cock. All right?
No, I would not.
No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, I didn't want to go into the city that day because it was the gay pride parade, and it gets kind of crazy.
I heard it gets sticky as well.
Yeah, I wouldn't go there even on the Italian Day Parade because I don't like being in the city, period. So no offense to gay people. I got nothing wrong with that. But Tommy wanted to go there on one of the worst traffic days of the year. It would have cost us like $500 to just visit the city for a half hour.
Damn.
But yeah, so what were we talking about? Oh, that's Umberto's Clam House. He did get killed there, but there's no way, dude. If you watch old reports of the Joey Gallo hit in New York, right? Old TV footage, news reports, you'll see that the people that were there were on air fucking talking to the news that night when it happened and basically testifying right there in front of the news and saying, "Oh, I seen one man get up from the bar and take a shot at another man who ran through the door and started shooting Joe Gallo, and then Joe Gallo's friend got up and shot this guy." And it's like 5 different people shot guns in that restaurant. And in the movie, it just shows Robert De Niro walking in and taking like 5 or 6 shots with 2 guns and running out and getting in the car and leaving. And it's 2 totally different fucking realities.
I love the rant about the bathroom Like, he just goes on and he's like, you might want to use the bathroom before you get there. But you know what? I had already used the bathroom, so I was fine, you know.
Yeah, I don't understand all that. You know, like, maybe that's from the book. Because I think a lot of what was in the movie was, like, put into a lot was in the movies from the book. But, yeah, it's weird shit. Like I said, I like that movie. And I think, like, the older it gets, the better it's going to get. It'll be, like, the type of movie that people 30 years from now will be like, oh, I love that movie. Because that's the type of movie that is. Like, the more people forget what really happened, the more they love fantasy and bullshit. You know? So, I don't know. I think it'll get better down the road. But it's you know, it's not really truth.
You know, Ken, I just want to say something.
Tommy, all his other movies, he has admitted to fucking bending the truth, like Casino. Yeah. They switched up that whole ending, how Joe Pesci died and all the shit that happened with him at the end of that movie was not real. None of that happened. But a lot of the parts in that movie were real. A lot of the things that really did happen in that movie happened in real life, but a lot of the shit was switched up. You know what I mean? Same thing in Goodfellas. Yeah. A lot of the shit was switched up and bullshit that didn't really happen, and then shit that did happen that was, like, you know, different people involved in it, and, you know, because that's the way fucking what's-his-name works, bro. He doesn't always go 100% by the story, you know, for some reason. I don't know why. I guess because, you know why? You have to make it the story of John Gotti or one of these, which was bullshit, too, that movie. Did you guys see that movie?
Bits and pieces of it, Gotti, with John Travolta in it.
Yeah, the one with Travolta.
I had mentioned an inside fact about how,
He hasn't seen it.
What?
Yeah.
You haven't seen it.
I've watched...
If he says bits and pieces, it means he fell asleep after he started it.
Yeah, well, the movie was, like, people that I know and people that talk about it online all say it was all bullshit and all lies. It was all fucking, it was, like, fabricated bullshit. And I don't understand why they just can't make a movie where you just tell the true story of what happened, you know? They have to dress it all up and change things for some reason.
Okay, here's a question for you, Ken, before we let you go. Do you think that Tony Soprano is dead at the end of Sopranos?
Of course. 100%.
Or do you think he survived and got into a coma?
Well, why would I think he survived? Absolutely not, man. The story started with him, and the way it ended is why? How could it end that way? What do you think? There'll be another episode after that one? Tony just wakes up in the morning, goes out for the paper, and it just all starts again? No, Tony got whacked. When did that show ever end with the fucking screen on his eyes? And, you know, just suddenly end the way that he described it, you know, 2 or 3 episodes before that ending happened. He was in a boat with his brother-in-law, Bobby Bacalieri, whatever the fuck it is. And he told him, when you get killed, if it's from behind, you don't even know what happened. It's just lights out. Yeah. Look, that quick. And I think that's what happened, bro. The guy with the fucking coat, dude. Come on, get with the program. It was the guy with the fucking coat. It was the guy with the members-only coat.
Jeez.
Who walked in there and sat down and looked all nervous and weird. And you know what he did, Tommy?
What?
You want to go full circle with this before I bounce on you?
Sure.
You know what he did, Tommy? He got up to go to the bathroom, Tommy.
I saw that guy go to the bathroom.
Like you said before, Tommy. You know, you might want to go to the bathroom. Remember that?
Yeah, we might want to go to the bathroom and...
Yeah, from the movie, because that would, you know, like... That's what some of these guys do, bro. Even in The Godfather, what did he do? He went to the bathroom.
Got a gun, and then came out, and bam, bam, bam.
So my point is, how could you think that The Sopranos didn't end with that very same thing? Because there it was, a guy getting up, going to the bathroom, coming out shooting.
And there was people that didn't need to die in Sopranos. Like, for instance, what was it? The gentleman that liked trains.
Ralphie.
Took care of Junior.
Ralphie? The guy who liked to be fucked in his ass with a gun to his head?
No,
you talking
not
about
him.
Ralphie? Who are you talking about? Tommy the Leak? Hey, I'm Tommy the Leak. Why don't you shit? Hey, if Tommy ever grew up in New York, right? Oh. Tommy would have been a whole different person. Say Tommy got adopted and he came to New York by his adopted parents and he's living in fucking Queens, New York, right? And here he is. How old are you now, Tommy?
I'm 33.
And we actually we do know what he would have been. He would have been the Notorious B.I.G.
He would have been fucking. He probably would have been on in one of the big comedy places out here.
Yeah.
Where all the comics go to. Like all these fucking. I was blown away by how many comics got their start at these little rinky-dinky clubs around my house, and I just couldn't fucking believe it. Tommy, next time you come out here, we got to go to one of those. Because there's two of them. Yeah, there's two of them right around the block from my house, and Kevin James is there like all the time.
Damn.
He's like one of the Mike MCs for the whole month, where he's like MCing the show, and then there's a ton of comics that you know of, like a fucking million of them.
Ken, how would you feel about? I have a question. Just throw this out here, Ken. How would you feel like all three of the Super Fun Time crew came up there and for like for a week at one point? And
dude, that would be sick, dude. That would be awesome, bro. I'm running behind on a lot of shit, but by the time I'm done doing what I'm doing, I'll have room for fucking everybody to come up at once, man. And we could get the dunk tank going, bro. We could jump in the dunk tank. You know what I mean? You guys go live from your channel with the dunk tank. I'll go live from my channel. Like, I'm planning on doing all that this summer, bro. You know, if you guys want to come out, you're more than invited, man. 100%. Like, you'll have a place to stay. You know, as many days as you want, you let me know. You'll have an air-conditioned room to sleep in with a bed and everything.
All right.
So,
thank you, Ken. Appreciate that.
100%, bro. And we'll rent the fucking dunk tank, and we'll blow off fireworks, and we'll get drunk, and we'll throw Tommy around, and we'll do all that shit. I got a trampoline now that I put in ground, so we can do that. Yeah, man, I'm building a bar outside. I'm doing all that shit. So by the time the summer rolls around, man, I'll be in full gear.
Nice,
so
Ken.
You guys are more than invited, bro.
Hell yeah.
Thank you,
man.
We'll do it fucking Big Dog New York style. I'll show you guys a great time, bro. And then we'll go to the city Gay Pride Day for Tommy.
Yeah.
And we'll, cause I know you knew it that day. It was Gay Pride. Like, how
I
else
didn't
would you
know
know
it was. I didn't know what was going on, Ken.
You were like, yeah, let's go to the city today. And I'm like, Tommy, you know what today is, right? No, I'm just kidding. But I love you, Tommy. You guys have a good time. I'll be watching, and thank you, Tommy, and everybody.
Yeah.
Right.
Thanks, man.
Good night, guys.
See you, Ken.
Man.
Peace.
Peace. That was Foulmouth Ken from the Foulmouth Network, and he goes live when he wants to go live, either on like Fridays, Saturdays, whenever. But it's Foulmouth Network. Check them out. They're a pretty cool show.
Speaking on that, I want to go revisit really quick. For those people who are wondering how to call in, there's a couple options. Follow us on social media and you'll know. But you follow us on social media, send us a message, we'll call out, or email us your phone number and we'll call you. I also want you guys to go check out Tommy's Cameo. Alright, he's cooking up cameos for you. He's got a 4.8 out of 5-star rating with tons of happy people that have ordered from him. And, you know, it's a good price. $20. He'll wish you happy birthday, tell your friend to fuck off, whatever, you know. Actually, I don't know if he'll do that.
No,
Maybe.
I won't.
Tommy will do that.
No, I won't.
For $20, you won't tell somebody to fuck off?
Nope.
In a nice wrestling promo way.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. You could go fuck off, motherfucker. Oh, yeah.
So, yeah, there you go. If you want it, hit us up. We'll get you the video. Tommy's also got characters like Andre NC 2010 who we can bust out in the future.
Yes.
And he can do some cameos too, right?
Most definitely.
Yeah.
Oh.
You could not pick me up, little man. I break you. I crush you. I weigh over 400.
Dude, quit shitting your pants.
I'm not shitting.
That's an animal.
But you guys can't smell it, so it's like it's just soaking into the leather.
It's soaking into my hoodie.
Yeah. Thanks everybody who's been in the chat.
There's been a lot.
Yeah, it's been a lot. It's been cool. Even after the live's over, share this for us.
Yep.
Share it. Tell your friends about it. Comment. Tell us what you want to see in the future for shows. We're thinking about, after fan request, bringing back one question, one impression.
Yeah.
We can bring back some stuff. Sorry, we can't do 2 more hours. We'll be back on after Thanksgiving though.
Yes, and I hope you guys have a wonderful Thanksgiving. Before we go here, Justin, what are you thankful for?
What am I thankful for? I'm thankful that I have a place to sleep and that I got buddies like you guys to do this show.
Tyler, what are you thankful for?
Second chances.
second chances. It's cool, man.
What about you, Tommy boy?
I think I'm just thankful for, that I'm alive. I'm thankful that, I have an amazing mom. I'm thankful that I have so many amazing friends that I know, and I've just lived such a great life. And I'm just thankful for the moon. I'm thankful for my biological mother, my biological father, and just all the connections I've had, all the experiences I've ever had in my life. And if I was to die tomorrow, I think I'd be grateful that I lived such an amazing life, and I'm just thankful for the moon, honestly.
It's beautiful, man.
So, as always, folks, this has been the Super Fun Time Show.
Like, follow, subscribe.
Like, follow, and subscribe.
TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter X.
Yeah.
And we'll see you after Thanksgiving. A little bit after Thanksgiving.
Yep.
That's Two Tall Towers, Joseph Wood.
Tommy
and
NC
Tommy
2010.
NC. Peace out.
Wow, wow, wow.
Super Fun Time.